Hey you guys, it's time for another quick episode of CarnivorousGrama Cooks. Today I'm going to be making some beef, I call it beef tips and gravy. So I'm using beef stew meat and just a little bit of salt. I'm going to put this in the crock pot, let it cook for about 5 hours, and then add a block of cream cheese, and that is what we're having for dinner. Like just about 1 pound. It's not really a lot, so we'll definitely have something to go with this. All right, we are gonna add some beef broth, beef bone broth that I made. So add a little bit of this, which is a cleaning spoon. Grab some of this out of here. Just about maybe 1 cup. Should be enough. That way we'll have some little bit of gravy with it. Now that I've cracked that open, I'm gonna have to use that in the next couple of days. So I will be making something out of it. The last thing is some butter. A little butter. That is that. This is going on, I'm gonna put on high for 4 hours, and that'll do it. So this is how this came out. It looks really good. I like the way the liquid cooked down. I'm gonna taste it and let you guys know how it is. It's blasted hot. It's okay. Round steak. That's what it tastes like. I'm definitely gonna have to add some gravy to it. It's okay. Sunday, we had a soup supper fundraiser at our church. And because I knew they weren't gonna have any carnivore soups, went ahead and made myself a meatball soup. So today I'm gonna just show you guys how I made that. Super simple version of it. I had about a little more than a half a pound of ground beef left. So I'm gonna season this up. We're going to cook this in the air fryer. Once it's seasoned up, we're gonna make the little meatballs, and then we're gonna pop them in the air fryer for about 8 minutes or so, and then we'll make it into a soup. So I'm gonna show you how this is done. It's very easy, like the most easiest, and I think it's a pretty versatile recipe too. So first of all, we got ground beef, we got seasoning salt. I'm gonna add some taco seasoning because I thought it would be really good with kind of a taco flavor. So today we're gonna make taco flavor. I'm gonna add some pork rind panko and 1 egg. So because it's a half a pound of ground beef, half an egg would be perfect, but I'm gonna go with a whole egg because that's how they come. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. First thing that we are going to do is we're gonna make the pork rind panko. I have some of my local grocery store brand of pork rinds today. I'm not really a fan of these, eating them just plain. So I decided that I would use these for pork rind panko. So we're gonna just put this in the Ninja cup. I think I've showed this before. Super easy to make pork rind panko anytime you need it. And go ahead and let's look at this one more time. There you have it, pork rind panko. So we're gonna just dump this right in the bowl. It's probably more than what we need, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it all. And that'll be just fine. Okay, the pork rind panko. Now we're gonna add in some seasoning salt. I'll open this up a little further. Okay, so not sure about how much, maybe half teaspoon, something like that. And we're gonna add some, I got a new product which I wanna try. This is Redmonds Real Salt taco seasoning. So I'm gonna put a little of this in there, and oh, it smells good. I'm gonna put, we'll measure this one. Do a teaspoon, and hopefully that'll give it a little bit of a taco taste. Finally, we're gonna add in our egg. One egg. I added the taco seasoning, I added the pork rind panko. Now I'm gonna mix this up and make the meatballs. We're mixing this up. Then we're gonna make the meatballs. I'm gonna put the meatballs on this little tray, which goes directly into my air fryer. And trying to get this mixed in well, because I have a whole egg and a half a pound of ground beef, so mixing it up pretty good. Okay, now I'm making these little small meatballs. I'll show you the size. They're little. Okay. Smells pretty good. It's too big. Try to make them all approximately the same size. My phone's gonna fill up. Let me push the button. Okay, so here they are. I'm gonna pop these in the air fryer for about 6 to 8 minutes, and then I'll show you what they look like. The thing that I want to show you guys today is I made these beef, what do they call these things? Round steak tips, I guess I would call them. They're made out of beef stew meat. show you what that looks like. So this is what this looks like, and I'm just mixing in some cream cheese to make a little gravy. I felt like this was kind of, it was okay the way that it was, but I really wanted it to be more like a steak tips and gravy type of a dish. So let me stir this up and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, this is how it looks. It's a little bit darker in person than it is on the video, but it makes it taste a lot better adding that cream cheese in there. Another thing that you could add is sour cream. I don't have any sour cream today, but you could add sour cream and that would make it taste more like a stroganoff, which would also be excellent. So this is how I made my beef steak tips, or I'll call it round steak tips and gravy. Oh, in the meantime, while I am heating up my meatballs in the air fryer, I'm going to go ahead and make the little liquid. This is beef bone broth that I made, and so I'm gonna just use this as my soup base. You can see it's probably about a cup and a half. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a spoon and put this in the pot. Add a little bit of this taco seasoning into my liquid mixture. Doesn't really give instructions for how to use this. And just taste it and see if it's salty. It's a little salty, so I'm gonna add just half a teaspoon. It's good though. Very tasty. All right, let's put this on the stove. So here's how the meatballs look. Just took them out of the air fryer. I'm going to go ahead and put them right into another steaming. Oh, that's terrible. The last ones I made didn't stick like that. You can see that they stuck. That's okay. They're tasty. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna add to this is a little bit of beef gelatin to thicken it up just a little bit. I'm gonna add like a half a teaspoon. Add half a teaspoon. And we're gonna let this just simmer for probably about 10, 15 minutes, and it'll be ready. So let me show you what this is looking like. This is how it looks. Let it cook for about 10, 15 minutes, and it's all done. I think you could probably do a lot of things with this meatball soup recipe. You can season it up any way you like. You could add cheese to it. You could maybe add some cream to it and have it be a creamy soup. Also, you could probably add cream cheese to it if you wanted to add it, have it be kind of like creamy cheesy. So many different ways that you could flavor this. So like I said, I made mine a taco flavor today. And I'm gonna enjoy this along with my beef round steak tips. I don't know what to call them things. Beef stew meat, steak tips, and gravy. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little short episode of CarnivorousGrama Cooks. Just wanted to share that recipe with you so that you can have it in your tool belt. Thanks.
Shout out to all my channel members and welcome to our newest member, Suzette.